Welcome to Soccer as We Like It, the Man United Direction, the famous fan channel from the USA. I've got my friend Devin with us today from Tampa, Florida. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about a momentous day, actually, a day that I never saw happening. A win over Manchester City at their ground, the Etihad. Very interesting game. So, Devin, as I let in Ben, just kick this off. What are your thoughts on today's game?
What can I say right now? In Amarum, we trust.
Yes.
What a victory that was. I mean, you go from the beginning, all the headlines are absolutely dominated about Rashford and Garnacho not being in the squad at all. That's all we were hearing nonstop from the media. And you just know that during that match, as the minutes started going closer to full time, those journalists were all writing about how United would have probably won this match, done better if those two were in the squad. And so I bet they were just waiting to hit send on it, had the article drafted, everything.
Hmm. Yeah.
And goes Manchester United, finally encompassing that famous chant of ours, "We'll never die, we'll never die." We'll keep the
Yeah.
red flag flying high because Man United will never die.
Oh,
And
right.
lo and
They were singing that
behold,
today.
oh yes.
Ah, I didn't hear that bit.
Oh
Shame.
yes.
Yeah.
What a victory. And
Yeah.
it just further solidifies what color Manchester will always be.
Always be. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been blue for a little while, but now the
No, no,
tides are
no, no, no,
hopefully
no, 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 no,
changing.
no. It's red. It's
It's
red.
it's been blue for a few years while Pepper's been
No,
there. Yeah.
no, no, it was red still.
Yeah. Okay, I want to welcome Bems. Bems, gonna give you a new name, the happy one. How are you,
What's up,
Bems?
man? Oh man, I'm lovely today, man. You lovely. That's all I can say. It was a good game, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm enjoying
Yeah,
myself.
yeah,
What more can I say?
yeah. Well,
You
you
know?
guys are all watching the game together, right, in Houston?
Yeah.
So,
We're
how
all
was
at the
it? How was
pub,
the
yeah.
atmosphere?
Oh man, it was crazy, man. A lot of people were at the pub today, man. Like
Yeah.
always when it comes to the derby. It was packed in. We were all just glued in, and it was so nice because we actually played well. Even though City were leading, well, in the first half, it just felt like the players just didn't drop their heads; they just kept going.
Mm.
And man, you could tell like the atmosphere was just really. It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah,
Once we scored that first goal, once Ahmad won the penalty, I was like, oh
yeah.
shit, this is it. And then obviously when Ahmad scored the winner, man, it was crazy.
It was a surreal moment when that second
Yeah.
goal was scored. I couldn't quite believe
Yes.
what happened. It was
Oh
just, it was
man.
two deft touches and then it was a goal. I thought, wow,
It
Ooh,
was,
I
it was
could
it
not
about
was
believe
time.
it.
It was
lovely.
about time we got some luck on our side. That's all. I
Yeah,
was, yeah,
yeah,
about time.
Yes. At some point, we were due for this look. At some point,
yeah.
right? And it was at an empty hands. Oh man, it was.
And
I'm happy, man.
Empty
Yeah,
Head did empty out pretty quickly. Did you notice? Towards the end,
pretty
it
quickly.
emptied very quickly.
You seem surprised by that.
Well, yeah, because well, I mean, they're obviously pissed off, and they look pissed off during the game as well, like a puzzled look. And Pep looks extremely stressed.
So
You
you
know, we're getting a
know,
lot of background noise there, Babs.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me
Yeah,
shut my.
yeah,
you know one thing that
yeah.
really surprised me with this match, and I'm saying this as a United fan. Why did he take Doku off?
Why didn't he?
No, why did he?
Yeah, what? I mean,
Because
Doku's
I
Doku's a
thought I
dangerous player.
I thought Doku was their best player, to be very
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
Like he
yeah,
he was he was causing problems on that
yeah,
wing,
yeah,
big time. And
yeah.
so when I saw him come off, I was like, huh? But I was
Mm,
like, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it all day long as a United fan. But if I were a City
yeah.
fan, I'd be pretty pissed about that right now.
Yeah, I know. He's almost like our Ahmed. You know, he's something that can. He's a player that can make things happen.
He,
You
he
know,
he's
he
very he's a very
troubles,
dangerous player. Yes.
very dangerous, and he's got very quick feet. You know, he just does a quick shift to the left, and that's it. He's gone, and it's
But
difficult to catch up with him. And Mazraoui was doing an amazing job in containing
yes,
him. I think
he
Mazraoui is probably our standout player for me this season, and
he's
best
been he's
value
been
as
our
well.
unsung hero. He's an unsung hero
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah.
But I want to say this right now, like when I saw that penalty get given and I saw Bruno Fernandez step up, I was actually nervous because I mean the headlines are going to show he scored a goal, but if you watch that match, he was god awful.
He was
Besides
pretty
that,
bad. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I lost count of how many balls he just wasted
Yeah.
between playing crosses that were just going out for goal kicks, and then just like he was awful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
when I saw him step up, I was like, this is the match right here.
I know.
I knew it. And it was like when I saw it go in, I did not even celebrate, to be very honest,
Mm,
because I was like, the match is not done. And I was like, we can still win this right now. And the
yeah.
other thing, I mean, I really hate to be very critical on a player. But in a match like that, I don't think he should have celebrated that goal. He should have been getting the ball and bringing it to the half field to restart the play. You celebrate after we score the winner at that point.
But I think he was
In my
getting a lot of
opinion,
abuse from the City fans.
especially as a
Yeah.
captain. No, like you set the example and go from that.
Yeah.
So
I think it's,
maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh on that, but it's
to
just
be honest,
I don't
the
know.
thing is, I hear what you're saying, but I think, in that stadium, it's quite a hostile atmosphere. And I don't know if this was happening, but I think he was getting a lot of abuse from the
Then
City fans
I would have done
generally.
after you take the lead, then you start
I
answering
mean,
back.
game's done, right? But to me, I don't know if for you guys what you thought, but the first half was really bad. The second half was a lot better. It was like a game. It was a game of two halves, and I've
It was.
seen Ruben
yo,
do this before. That he's done it with his sporting teams. Where the first half it was pretty awful, and they go into a dressing room. He's got a plan, and they execute it. In the second half, they showed a lot more control. It really
It's
was like watching a
well,
reinvigorated team in the second
have you
half.
watched Pep over the years?
sorry, go ahead,
Come in,
Devin.
James. Come in.
I'll say
No,
that. Sorry, I would
go
say
ahead, Devin.
that's exactly what Pep has done with Man City over the years. The first half is kind of shaky, whatever else. He'll make the necessary adjustments at halftime, and all of a sudden they'll come out and dominate second half. Like I mean, I don't know if anybody's a betting person here, but if you
Yeah,
look at how many goals Man City scored in second halves of games, it was almost a sure bet that they would always score in the second half
Yeah.
up to
yeah,
this
true.
season. Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, in my opinion, right? I yes, obviously, yeah. In the second half, we were better, but I don't think we were terrible in the first half. In my opinion, um, I think we started the game well. It was we definitely started the game well. You could tell there was an intention to keep the ball and not want to make risky passes. There are a couple times where we had a little bit of a kind of like a break, but there was a decision not to play that pass. There was one opportunity when Mount. This was I think there was maybe at 10 minutes into the game or something, or maybe 8 minutes in the game, and Mount was pretty much in. It was it was a clear just give Mount the ball, and then I can't remember who was on the ball at the time. I think it was probably Bruno. I forgot, but they decided to just keep the ball in a rotation. It was I saw that happen like 2 or 3 times during that first half. Obviously, yeah, there was a couple mistakes. Um, and then that set piece was just it's like we can't defend those type of set pieces, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why we can't defend them, but we just and it's the same. I mean, similar situation against Arsenal. But yeah, obviously, second half we came in and we were determined. I mean, we defended well. Uh, um, I think Mazwari was good on that right center back position. I think he was one of the big reasons why we even won that game apart from AMAD. But in my opinion, the way we played is what I would like to see as far as like ball possession, like system of play, and we just need to create more chances going forward. But that's it.
Yeah, a couple of players I want to touch on actually. The first one is Rasmus, yeah, in his set piece defending. The other one is Mount and his injuries, stacked up injuries. So
Yeah,
it's kind of worrying, right? Because when did he come off?
yeah,
After 11, 12 minutes or something like
Like
that?
12 minutes,
yeah. 12 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
13 minutes, something. Yeah.
and it
yeah,
feels like Mount's never really got going at this club, and we paid a big
yeah,
price tag for him, like 60 million, I think it is.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
he's not even that old, right? What is he, 25, 26?
yeah. 25.
Um,
Yeah, I think
the
25.
one of
What's
the
your
issues
thoughts?
that I have when it comes to Mason Mount, he's a good player, but a big part of a player overall is availability as well. And I think this is now his 7th injury since he's been at the club. I mean, it's not like he's doing anything like off the pitch or whatever to make us upset. It's just his injury record is just not that good right now.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's at the point where I actually feel bad for him.
he's actually
Yeah, I feel
25. He's 25. He's going to be 26 in January.
But you gotta, I mean, I gotta see how much is longer, how many more years are on his contract, because there's no way that we're gonna get anywhere near the
No.
value that we got for
oh
him.
no chance. I
So
think the fact that
yeah, like I said, I just feel so bad, and I feel like Chelsea rinsed us with this one, that
Oh
they knew
wow.
this was gonna happen.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just have that feeling.
His
yeah.
contract runs until June 2028. That is a
Uh,
big contract.
but now the question as well, I mean, how much is he on a week?
Well, I can tell you that in a second, but I think well, it's 13 million a year.
Okay, so that's about 100. That's a million. That's 250,000 a week.
That's a lot of money, man.
He's on some good money for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
For a
Just over
player that
250, just
doesn't
over
play.
250
No,
a
you're right.
week.
It's 250. It's 250, and
Yeah.
if he meets his performance targets, and he gets up to 300. So
So
250 just
it's gonna be
it looks
very
if
tough to it's gonna be very tough to move on a player like that.
yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's I don't know, man. I don't know. But
I mean, it sounds like we've made some bad deals, in
yeah,
several places.
Oh
Maybe
I
yeah.
feel bad for him
the
because it's
renewal
not.
of Luke Shaw and Rashford
Oh
happen
yeah.
to be all three British players, right? So
I
Yeah.
mean, it's like I said, it's
Hey,
not like Mount is pulling a Luke Shaw and all of a sudden showing up fit for an international tournament just to be injured again.
mm,
So,
yeah.
because I do think Mount is trying. I do think Mount wants to be there, but his body is just not. It's almost like a Phil Jones to me.
mhm.
It's
Yeah,
it's a funny, it's an interest. Now that you guys well mentioned, I think mentioned Rashford. Question, right? Who do you guys think is the leak?
yeah. Sorry, there was a leak, right? So yeah,
Okay,
let's move
am
on
I
to
doing my
that then.
personal opinion? Sorry.
Mm,
Mhm.
go on.
My personal opinion, I think, is Garnacho. Well, I think he's telling his brother, and his brother's leaking it out, and Garnacho's not doing anything about it. Is what I think.
Okay.
What is being leaked?
The lineups,
The
The
lineup,
lineups are being leaked.
and it's
the,
happened
eh, the-
multiple matches now
yeah, the lineup was available for.
from yesterday.
Yeah, the lineup was available since like for 24 hours, like what Devin
Really?
says.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
yesterday, the whole
Oh my God.
like
But
I think it was on Manchester Evening News, and then I was curious to see if it was gonna be exactly the same team, and it was exactly the same team when the lineup came out today. The same team.
So that allows Pep to prepare and kind
yes,
of figure out what our strategy is or what our
that's the
setup is
problem.
at
And it's
least.
not just him; it's any manager who we're up against is getting the lineup before everybody else's, which allows them to set their team
I mean,
accordingly.
that is traitorous behavior if that's what
That's it. That to
that's what
me,
he's doing.
like, yeah, like I said, that's my thoughts. I don't know how true it is or not. But going back on Rashford, I just think Rashford has an attitude problem where he's starting to
Yeah.
believe he's bigger than the club.
I think he's got no
I
desire. I really just don't think
I
he's that interested in playing football anymore. He's just interested in collecting his wages. He doesn't
yeah.
seem
Yeah.
interested in helping the team.
I I think this is what I think, right? Because I don't know. I mean, y'all probably don't. There's something that Mark Gorbridge said, right? He said for some reason this guy seems to have, and I believe him a little bit. It seems he has some kind of um communication within the club, and he said it. He said that he knows for sure it's not it's not Ganacho. That the leak is someone else. He said the
Who
leak is
said this?
someone that
I don't. So when it
Mark
comes to
Gorbridge. Mark
yeah,
Gorbridge.
Gorbridge. He said, yeah,
I don't pay
Gorbridge
attention to
said
him.
that. So
I
so
don't pay
he
attention to him anyway. So
yeah. So but I'm not saying that that he's correct or he's like I mean he's right in what he's saying. But then he says he knows for a fact it's not Garnacho, that it's someone else. It is a
okay,
player that a lot of fans like. That's what he said. But then also when I look at it, I look at the fact that Amorim dropped Garnacho and uh um and Rashford
and
today.
Rashford. Yeah.
And after his reasoning for dropping them, I'm just thinking about it. There's one player, like, okay, the player that you would expect to leak it out to the media you would expect it to be a British player, because the British players have have a better relationship with the media. You won't really expect a foreign player to have that relation. I mean, yeah, they'll have relationships, but you won't expect it compared to the British players. I mean, because I mean they speak the same language. I
Well,
mean, they're from England, so it's
you want to
easier
know my
for them.
rebuttal to that?
Okay, go ahead.
It can be very easy. Listen, you come to us right now with this information, we won't write negative stories about you in the press, because we know how the British media loves to target they target either the black players or the foreign players all the time in the British media. And
Yeah, but they
so
don't write a lot of negative stuff
but
about
so
Rashford. They've not been.
let's just say for all intents and purposes, it is Garnacho that was the leak. Just for this example, you have Samuel Luckhurst that comes to him and says, "I can write all these stories about you left and right, this, and this. But if you give us this information, I won't write it anymore." So that way he still looks good to everybody else.
You can see Tim.
Yes.
Tim celebrating in the background.
Tim's on the piss.
Yeah.
A tablespoon of red wine.
Yeah.
So, but that's why, like
With zero alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Devin, go ahead.
But that's why, like I said, I'm not ruling out anything, but I do believe there's a quid pro quo. I can't say that word. Quid pro quo
Quid
going
pro
on.
quo. Yeah.
Yes, I believe that's going on with somebody, was on one of those players at the club in the media.
So then, what was the reason? I mean, we've touched upon it now, but why do you think Rashford was dropped today? Do you think that he potentially is also a leak, or is it something else?
You know,
I think
part-
it's two things. I think one is his form and his mentality. That's what I think. I think the fact that he's I mean, Amarim is really tired and sick of him. That's one. Two, I think he might be the league.
He might
In
be
my
the leak.
opinion. Yeah.
And
That's
as
what I'm
Devin
thinking.
says, it could be
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
to gain
Yeah.
a positive media
Yeah.
spin on him.
Now, the other thing that
True, that too.
when it comes to Amarim dropping Rashford, I agree with the first part that you said, Bems.
Yeah.
The other part could also be Amarim stamping his authority on the squad.
Well, that too. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I agree.
If you're not gonna if you're not gonna play for the team, you're gonna play for yourself. I don't care if you're the biggest name around here. You're not even in the squad for our biggest match. What better way to stamp your authority on the squad?
So I don't know if you saw that little excerpt from Amarim, but he basically explained his decision ahead of the game of why he dropped Garnacho and Marcus Rashford. And what he said is that we tried to evaluate everything from training performance, game performances, engagement with teammates, pushing their teammates.
Bems, you got
everything is on the line.
Oh, sorry. Okay, because I came in where the noise is again. I'll put on.
Yeah. So he's saying it's not for footballing reasons or something to that effect, but it's about how they engage with their teammates, how they push their teammates, how they train, how they play during the game. And it seems to me that Rashford doesn't seem to be ticking any of those boxes. So whether Rashford's been omitted because of his performance generally all round and his lack of motivation in team, or whether there is a leak as well with him, at the moment we just really don't know.
Yeah. But you know what? And like I said, this is why I am so grateful that we won this match.
Yeah.
Because had we lost this match or even drew it, that British media was ready to press that headline. They could have won if he played these players, blah, blah, blah. You know how that goes. But now they can't do that anymore.
No. The thing is, watching the game, though, I never really felt like we could have won this. I just didn't feel like it was like a game. It almost, with the changes that we made as well, it didn't feel like we were going for a win or a draw. It felt like the team didn't have any ideas. City pretty much controlled that first half. They controlled it. And even during the second half, they had spells of where they just pushed us right back. And I didn't feel like we had any outlets apart from AMAD, because Diallo on that left-hand side is completely ineffective. And he's supposed to be playing, wing back, defending, and is also providing attack. But he's absolutely useless on the left-hand side. I don't know why he's regressed so much. But without AMAD, and AMAD was being doubled up on, and he's a little kid, he's not a big guy. And I just want to go on to Rasmus. So Rasmus, again, set piece defending. He doesn't seem to be able to time his jump or even get any height on his jump. And if you look at the Arsenal goals where they scored from their corners, he was the closest to the ball and he didn't get any lift, any jump. His timing seems to be off. And you think for a centre forward that you pay 72, 73 million pounds for, you'd expect them to have an aerial threat. And it's really worrying when I see this now.
Especially Rasmus, especially when he's over 6 feet tall, so he's one of the tallest players out there on the pitch. You should be somebody that should be an aerial threat as well. And I mean, I agree. I think his aerial ability is lacking. It's one of the things that's missing from his game. I think the other problem is his lack of chemistry with our wingers. Because it's almost like if we go back to like 04, 05-ish time frame, how Ruud and Cristiano did not get along because Ruud never knew when Cristiano was going to play the ball in the box. And that's the same thing that's happening now to Hojlund, where he's making these runs, but the wingers are out there trying to do all this other stuff instead of playing the box. So he makes a great run, service never comes. Does it a bunch of other times, service never comes. And all of a sudden the service comes when nobody was expecting it, including him. And it's like, well, you played the ball too late.
Yeah.
So I do believe that needs to get sorted out.
Yeah, I can see Garnacho being a problem there.
And then he could finally work on his aerial ability. Yeah.
Yeah. I can understand about not getting service.
Maybe we don't need to spend for Gyökeres, but
yeah, but it's Garnacho, isn't it? Really, because when Garnacho is playing out in the wing, the guy is, he only has sight for the goal, and he's not interested in getting the cross in. So I think probably, there could be a breakdown relationship between Garnacho and Rasmus. There's no real understanding there because Garnacho's service is terrible. Ben, what's your thoughts on Rasmus? I know that you think he's potentially a good striker, but do you have any worries about his aerial ability?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think his air ability is really is poor. I totally agree with you on that one. But when it comes to the chemistry with the wingers and the tens and other, there you go. And then what I feel is that the wingers or tens or whatever, I feel is that they're too selfish. I'll put it that way. I'm not gonna blame Rasmus for that. I think I'm gonna blame it more on Garnacho and who else is with the ball at the time. Even though I will say that Rasmus would need to improve on his movement within the box. I just feel like, especially Garnacho, a lot of times it's like he chooses to take the shot, or he chooses or he chooses to hold the ball on just a little bit too long, and Rasmus Rasmus may be open, but every single time it's always that situation. They just choose not to pass the ball to Rasmus. But Rasmus, if you create chances for him, he will score. That's what
Chelsea just scored again.
Yeah, if you create 4 chances for him, he will score at least 2. And in my opinion,
he likes the ball to his feet,
bad.
though. Yeah.
He prefers the ball to his feet. Definitely, he prefers the ball to his feet. But also, I think he's definitely a striker that will take the ball down the channels too.
Yeah, I mean, he's because got physical presence.
If you watch him when he was at Atalanta, he used to play down the channels too sometimes. So I think it's more with the players around him than him, in my opinion. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
I think he's okay. I think plus he's still young. He's still got ways to go. I know Kay doesn't like him. Kay doesn't rate him. But I did say, if you give him chances, give him time, I think he'll become a decent striker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we
there
are being joined by Joe, the Soul Man.
No preset spending limit or purchasing power tax.
What's going on, fellas? Can you hear me? Joe.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, Joe, you
a
might
lot
need
of
to come
background
away
noise,
from that area.
A lot of background noise.
That's why I'm in this corner, Joe.
I'm walking away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has to find a spot.
Yeah, you guys are partying in the daytime, eh? There's still a lot of
Of
sunshine there.
course,
Yeah.
This
of
is the
course,
only
man.
bro.
Man just
Yeah,
stays
I
it's
remember
right.
not.
day
Yeah,
Fine.
it's not
drinking
in the
was
UK
never.
where the sun goes down at 10 to 6. Yeah,
Wait,
sorry, 10 to
let me make
5.
sure
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
get
yeah.
it right.
Yeah.
Make sure I get it
Day
right.
drinking,
Where is it?
day drinking was never part of my life until I started following United.
And it changed your life for the better.
Yo, bro,
Yeah.
like, man, it'll be like 7:30 in the morning. We out here just like,
Yeah. 7:30 in the
Yeah.
morning drinking.
Yes.
Watching
Yeah,
Man U
that's the
games.
thing. Or you
Boy,
could be like me last night where I
so-
had my work company's holiday party
yeah.
and then
anymore.
woke up, then went straight to the bar to start drinking for this match.
I think supporting Man United can
Yeah.
potentially be injurious to your health.
Oh, I've
Oh, for
gotten
sure.
I look at my beard now and I start seeing gray hairs and all this
Yeah,
stuff, and I'm just
yeah.
like, where did this come from?
Certainly the
Yes,
last
yeah.
10 years, for sure. For sure.
So Joe, what's your thoughts on the game? What's the mood like in Houston?
Oh my God, the mood right now is, I should say, it's festive. Festive, man. Festive. That's where we are right now. The team showed so much spirit, so much fight. Man, it's always going to be. I don't know about this team, man. It always feels like whenever the lineup looks like say what? That's all. It's almost the same thing with think about the FA Cup, the FA Cup final, right? We had AMAD, who had not played much that season, right? He found it hard to get himself into the lineup. He gets in and just fucking does his fucking thing, man. The same thing happened. Just about everybody showed up, man. And then everybody, especially I'm talking about Mr. AMAD Diallo, man. Talk about putting the team on his back, man. He definitely has Liverpool and City, man, like locked in. Yeah, I cannot believe every time I see him play, it's unfortunate, man, because like, god damn, man, Eric Ten Hag, it didn't have to be this
Yeah.
hard.
You guys see the light now. You guys see the light.
Oh my God.
How can you freeze out someone as like Ahmed? Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Okay, that said, he supported certain individuals that it would seem like it's clear the team is slowly but surely moving Marcus Rashford out of the team, right?
Yeah.
You saw it with Van Nistelrooy. You're seeing it with Amarin, right? So I don't know exactly. I know there's speculations as to why him and Garnacho didn't make it into the team this week, but definitely this was a mess. This was a fucking message, man. You can't get any bigger. This is Amarin's Arteta Aubameyang moment. That's what this is right now. This is the Arteta Pepe moment where I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much you make the fans look this entire time. If you are not producing in this club, you can find you. It doesn't matter, man. Anybody will get it. We needed a front office that had the coverage to do that to Rashford, and we certainly needed a manager with the courage to do that as well. So,
well, look, I mean, it's a good point you make, Joe, but and I really hope it's true. But do you really think this is it? This is that pivotal moment that he's decided that Rashford is no longer fit for purpose? Do you think this is it?
What I'm saying is, this is him telling Rashford,
yeah,
we don't need you to be successful, because if you really deep it, Rashford's play has not impacted this team enough to me to warrant him starting any games, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah,
you know what I mean? I can understand if you're balling out your mind, you're still scoring goals, right? But the team is still detrimental. So, with Rashford, it's always been a situation where we have to keep him because even though he'll play shit for like 85 minutes, he's got a goal in him. But once those goals dried up, it was over. It was a wrap. It was a wrap, man. So I'm looking at it like, hey, you need a decision. You need to make a decision. Rashford, we've been giving Rashford so many opportunities to have his come to Jesus moment. A moment where he looks at himself, his career, and where he wants to go, right? And for the last year and a half, he's consistently said, nah, I'm not having it. You know, you can see his body language, you can see it, all of that. I don't know who it was. It was I saw a post where they were talking to one of our former coaches, and he was like, some of the players, whenever they talk to them about their style of play or their game style, they're like, no, I don't think I need to change my game.
That was Rene Hart,
Rene Hart,
yes,
HAKE,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, no, listen.
Wait. Can someone tell me what Rene Hawk said? After Joe finished. After Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
All right. Well, I'll find the clip for you.
Yeah, find the clip. Basically, the coach was saying that they would approach some players, right, as to how to adjust their game to benefit the team, to benefit our style of play, and how to move progressively, right? And the players will refuse to change their game. Your coaches are telling you to change it, and you're refusing. Like, listen, I don't understand. I don't understand what team, right? What league?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Devin. Go ahead, read it off.
Yeah.
Okay. He basically said, sometimes players said, I prefer not to change anything in my game at the moment, and you have to accept that.
Whoa. Wait.
So they're unwilling to change. Yeah, we can hear you. They're unwilling to change.
That's basically
wow.
what how I interpret that.
Yeah.
Listen.
Wow.
When I say criminals, man.
Wow.
Criminals. These guys are sacking managers. It doesn't make any sense.
Actually, I have a question for you guys right now.
Wow.
Do you guys think Scott McTominay would thrive under Amorim?
Definitely.
Yeah, but where? Where would he play?
It's a no-brainer in one of those 10 positions.
No,
Really?
no, he does not. He does not have the technical ability for it.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't need to have the technical ability. He just needs to have the I think was McTominay good at the press though?
Well, the thing about McTominay was always played in the pivot, and he was not the best in the pivot. However, you put him in one of those forward positions, and he was scoring.
Yeah.
So you would have to squeeze him in one of those spots.
I think he would have been better. Okay, I'll put it this way. I think he would have worked in an Amorim system.
Brentford just scored by the way.
Brentford just scored. Okay, good. That's nice. I like that. So I think, in my opinion, McTominay would have worked in a team where Xerxes is playing at 9 and McTominay is in one of those 10 positions. Because McTominay is very good at arriving in the arriving in the box, right? So, I mean, I do think McTominay would have performed. He would definitely have performed better than Rashford in this system. In my opinion, he would have definitely performed better than Rashford in this system. I think he probably would have been better than Mount in this system. Because Mount is injured, so Mount is not available. He's not going to be able to play enough to see his impact. But that's about it, though. Yeah, I think he would have been. I think he would have performed better than some players, but most players.
Manchester red. Let's fucking go.
There you go.
Yeah, good shit. I'll see you next week, man.
I just got done interviewing with your
Tim.
Tim.
That's what's up, man. We can't wait to see that content, man.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, good shit, man. Good shit, man. All right.
Man.
God damn.
Get out the sun, motherfucker.
Blazing. Man, there's no shade because that other place is noisy.
Shit, I'm in the shade.
Are you guys not in the same place at the moment then?
No, we're different. If we were in the same place, we'll be echoing like crazy.
But you're at the same venue, but in different.
No, we're at the same venue with different venue.
Okay, yeah. I thought Bems was at.
Wait, so hold on. So Tim is there as well.
Yeah, Tim's
Tim
here.
Tim is at the pub, not being on the.
You didn't see Tim. You see Tim.
Tim is at the pub doing what?
You see Tim's jacket, man.
Yeah.
So Tim is out there with you guys. We're doing the show for him, and he's not coming
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
show.
He needs a day off,
He's
man. He needs a day off, and he needs to celebrate. Let his hair
he's
down.
doing all the other stuff. He's doing like the post match interviews, the bar stuff. So he's still doing that.
Yeah.
I
You know?
just want to hear him right now. I want to see how glistening his eyes are from celebrating and everything right now. You know they gotta be glossy right now. As all you guys are wearing glasses covering up your eyes.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
well,
boys, let me
not
ask
Tim.
you. Let me ask you.
Doesn't
Right,
drink.
you watched two halves, right? What do you think Ruben said to the boys at halftime to flip this game on its head? Because the second half we showed a little bit more control, and we started to gain a little bit more possession. What do you think Ruben said? What do you think he changed? Because the system was still 3-4-3. What do you think changed in the second half? What did Ruben do? Any thoughts?
Look at Tim. Sorry.
Come in, Devin. I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think he pretty much just told them we could still win this. If I was Ruben, we haven't heard any halftime talk leaks, but I would have literally just said we have a chant that says we'll never die. Let's go out there. We can still win this. They only scored off a fluke deflection. Let's keep playing our matchup and let's see what happens. But no matter what, do not quit. If you want to stay in this squad, do not quit. Fight to the end. Probably something along those lines.
Yeah, but also I felt that the ball was going more towards the right side of our pitch, going more towards AMAD, because AMAD is the potent one on that pitch. Diallo can't do anything. So I feel like maybe there's an instruction there. Get the ball, get it straight to the right-hand side. With Mazraoui behind him, we know that our right side is much stronger than our left.
Yes, which, I mean, City was doing the same thing with Doku as well. And the game, it's like I said, and I've told everybody this as well. I believe the game changed the second that that Pep took Doku off, because he was their best player. He was torching us, and he came off. It was still close, and it was like, all right, let's see what happens. Thankfully, what was it? Nunez just committed a stupid penalty, and I mean, I'll take it all day long. And that was the icing on the cake.
Yeah, we've got Tim impersonating Michael Jackson. So we need to play some Michael Jackson music.
Let's fucking go!
Oh man, this is crazy.
We gotta throw in the Thriller music, and it's
now they decide to join us. Now they decide.
Yeah.
Oh man, Ken, where you been, man?
Yeah, let's welcome Ken. Ken, how you doing? Bruno's #1 fan. How you doing?
Oh, he's definitely on the fraud list.
He's about to get back to Mexico.
Listen, guys, if we want to win the league, if we want to challenge for the the highest honors, Bruno can't be our main man, our main creator.
Agreed.
Yeah, he's not disciplined enough. You know, if we want to make top 4 and maybe be around that area, then it's fine. But if you want to get to
don't you think that we need to add more creative players to the team then, instead of relying on just one? We need to get more.
We need creative, disciplined players.
We need more.
There's a difference.
Mean, even Ugarte, right? He had a great chance to have a shot, but he takes his time and he pushes it to the side. There's not enough creation. I think the burden is too much on Bruno.
Job, though. That's not his job.
No, but we've seen defensive midfielders like Pep City's one that can strike outside the box. Rodri. So there's other centre mids that can do that. But I'm not saying Ugarte is brilliant anyway. He's great at breaking up play. But I think we need to add more creative talent to that squad.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. Yeah, we do.
So go on, your thoughts on the game.
Oh, wow. Like, I don't even know. Where should I start? AMAD. My goodness. This is not the first time he's done something like this. He played a key part in winning that the FA Cup. He scored the win against Liverpool, if you guys remember. If he wasn't on the pitch, we probably wouldn't have won the FA Cup. And it's great to see that you've got him in your background, Devin, because this guy, my goodness, did you see the way he looked? He kept his eye on the ball.
Yes.
When he the ball,
yep.
The concentration, my goodness. You can imagine all the noise, the fan. This is what top class players do. Everything just slow. It's like they slow everything down, and everything just happens in slow motion. Kept his eye on the ball, followed it. The technique, just
But yeah, those two touches were superb. The two touches, the first to get it around Ederson, the second one to put it in the goal.
Yeah.
I don't care how lucky it was that City didn't clear it. I'm taking that. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's about time we had some luck go our way.
I think there was a higher
as well.
I think there was a higher chance that ball gets like kicked into the net by one of the defenders because they're trying to clear it.
It almost did.
Yeah, they're not going in. Yeah, that's what I think.
Does Tim want to come in? Because I can see Tim's in the background.
Tim, go ahead.
Christmas jumped up.
Yeah. No, does he want to come in and say something? I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Merry Christmas in advance. You right, guys? How's it going? You right? I mean, that game was absolutely astronomical. I mean, after the first 1-0, when we went 1-0 down, these guys, their heads didn't drop. Previously, under Erik ten Hag, their heads would have dropped. But there's something that showed in them that, like, we can still get this. Because City didn't look confident. They didn't look confident. Because normally a City team 1-0 up, they're finishing you off. Especially us, who are very fair. But we were solid at the back, solid in midfield. Ugarte ran his legs off. Okay, a little thing about Diallo off and on. But Mazraoui and AMAD down that right side, flipping heck, they were phenomenal. And the persistence from AMAD, the persistence. No disrespect to Rashford's fans, he would not pursue that. He would have just pulled them.
No, absolutely. They disrespect those motherfuckers, man. They be running their goddamn.
Other than that, I gave the team a 10 out of 10, which I never do. I'm at a 10.5 out of 10, and that's me for today, man. I'm still celebrating.
I mean, I know you had a couple drinks in you by now, but I can't give that a 10 out of 10.
A few orange juices.
Yeah, this is Tim on the orange juice.
Wow.
That's orange juice finest, right?
But it was a beautiful game. United really took the game to City. I've never seen United be this dominant against Man City in a very long time. So they were really they got the act together today. They got the act together.
Even the games we've won as well. When Oli was there, it was always backs on the
cut. Always went on the counter attack.
Yeah. This was they took the game to City, and I think City still like what had really happened today. They are in shock.
You hear the fans? The fans were normally when we're playing City away, it's like, City. The fans were quiet.
They are in shock. The fans are in shock today. They are stunned.
Well, to me, I would say, I wouldn't say the fans are in shock. I would say the fans are realizing their slow demise, because this isn't the first time this has happened to City this season. This has been a continual, like trail of tears for this team over the last 10 games. Something is up with that lineup. Something is up with that locker room. There is something is not clinking. I have never seen City this mentally fragile in a long time.
It's crazy to me because it's just like you pile on the pressure of De Bruyne is not getting any younger. Rodri is out for the year. They have the 130 charges pending over them. And I still believe...
I think wasn't it 155? I thought it was 155.
No, it changed from 115 to 130.
Yeah,
it changed to 130. But another part of me truly believes that they wanted Amorim, and when we got him, that's when they just said, have to re-sign Pep. Because you notice how they got Sporting's sporting director.
Yeah.
So I just have a feeling like there's something there about that. And all this pressure that's piling onto everybody, and Pep is being exposed that he can't do it unless he has unless he has world-class players in every position.
You see, the thing is though, right? Look, City's become quite a toxic club now. They've lost Omar Barada. They've lost other people. And they're slowly losing key personnel in their upper management. So surely that's got to be affecting Pep somehow. It must be affecting his mental state. It must be affecting his team performance, as we can see. And it seems to me that gel that they had in the team and that resilient attitude is starting to break. We're seeing a lot more mistakes. I mean, that Guardiola pass clearance, the Nunez clearance, the nearest pass back, which gave the ball to AMAD. Kyle Walker's behavior. What do you mean Tom Daly?
You mean Tom Daly?
Tom Daly. Oh yeah, that. Yes. I mean,
all right. So wait, hold on. Ben,
thoughts on that?
You know who Tom Daly is, right?
Yeah, he's a British diver.
Yes.
Olympic diver.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anyway, what's your thoughts on that Kyle Walker incident?
You know, when you watched it, like
Desperate.
I was waiting for the replay. I was waiting for the replay. Let's see what happened.
That was so Hollywood of him. That was so Hollywood.
Actually, I stand corrected.
Hey guys, I got a response for the Kyle Walker incident. Just 1 second. So this is my response, right? Manchester is red, violets are blue. What a brilliant performance. But it also goes to
Hojlund. I saw that from Hojlund and I was dying laughing.
Oh man, that's my response for that.
That was perfect.
And the funny thing was when Hojlund Rasmus touched him, it wasn't like a head. It was the head just brushed each other.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a sack of potatoes. Like
I know.
Sniper. I mean, it was
No, but
embarrassing.
it was a delay. It was a delayed response. He
dropped in slow motion, like, ooh. That's pathetic. That was pathetic. That was pathetic. When he watches that video again, he's gonna be ashamed of himself. That was.
But didn't he trip up Hojlund though? Hojlund was running away and he tripped him up.
He tripped up Hojlund and Hojlund went to his face,
and
then he bumped him in his head, and then like a second later he dropped.
Yeah.
Trying to act like it was instant.
I'll tell you this, right? For City to be doing these kind of things, right? Especially what Kyle Walker did, that tells you how low they've gotten, man. I'm telling you, just you can read into it. Them guys, their confidence is low. That team, they're really low on confidence. It's clear to see. I think there's no chance these guys. I mean, who knows? They might be able to turn things around, but I don't see this City team turn around in challenging for the league and challenging for the league this season. I just don't see it. These guys they're going.
Definitely a write-off.
How bad were they against Juventus on Wednesday? Were they really bad against Juventus?
No, they were bad. They were bad. I watched the game against Juventus. They were bad. They were bad. It was almost kind of like, I mean, I think it was almost kind of a little bit similar to this, but Juventus, they had more of the intent to want to win the game before the latest stages of the game. But it was similar performance that they did against us today versus Juventus. Seriously, it's pretty darn good.
So they're really going for a bad time, aren't they?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
This is Pep's worst record. You know, he's never lost this many games in a row.
So long, may last longer than this.
Career. Yeah,
he's got one win in 11 games.
Woo! Never experienced this before.
Right, it's pretty
one win in 11
for him.
These are the champions. These are champions.
Yeah. You know what, right? I just love the fact that it looks like Amarim's got that guy's number, man.
Yeah.
Amarim did it.
So
yes.
Wait. Amarim has literally beat him twice with two different teams.
I know.
Exactly, two different teams.
Yeah.
In the same season.
In the same
season.
season.
Same freaking season, man. God damn.
That's messed up. And guys, can you imagine what it would be like, you know, in the summer when we've signed all the players that Amarim wants, and he goes through proper preseason. We will start the season.
Yeah. We're gonna be cooking.
We will start the season really strong.
We'll cook.
You know?
And just go watch Amarim's his reaction to the win and go by AMAD. That win and go by AMAD. Just watch his reaction. You can tell, man. The guy, like he was a broken man. He's trying to stay calm, but man, he definitely loved it.
Well, check this out, right? Daily Mail published this today. They're saying Pep Guardiola has warned that he will quit City in a month's time if he can't turn the club around.
Oh, shit.
No, come on, man. This is
that Daily Mail shit, bro.
Look, I'm just saying what's out there, man.
Okay, bye.
That's
the Daily Mail, bro.
But he's even quipped, in his press
We would take
conferences.
that anytime.
It's a
Let him
sackable
quit.
offense.
Let him
He's
quit.
sacked.
Do we care?
You know what Pep is trying
I'm
to do
not
right
saying
there?
do we care.
You know what he's doing?
We don't care.
He sent a message to the board that he needs players, man. If they don't get him players,
he's gone.
in the January transfer window, he's gone.
But it just, like I said, it just goes to show where all these people try to claim that Pep is the best manager and all this stuff. It's like he's the best checkbook manager.
Wait. Who are the people saying that Pep will come to United and he would do better with this team
No,
than any
no,
other
but
manager.
so no, I haven't heard anybody saying that, but people are claiming that Pep is like the best thing ever and all this stuff. And I'm like, I rate Jurgen Klopp higher than I rate Pep.
Oh,
And I'm saying this
yeah.
as a United fan.
Oh.
And I'm saying this as a United fan that I rate a Liverpool manager over a City manager.
He's achieved more with less of a budget, right?
Yeah.
Klopp.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's actually not only that, but he's also built teams up from scratch.
Yeah.
From scratch.
What team has Pep ever done that with?
With
Open
Pep, he
checkbook.
needs a lot of money. Yeah, he needs a lot
Yeah,
of money.
he
I mean,
Plenty of
he
money.
took over a Barca team that was assembled by Frank Rijkaard.
Mhm.
He took over Bayern Munich powerhouse, who pretty much is the shoe-in up until
Win the
last
league.
year. Or the shoe-in,
And
the
he
shoe-in
couldn't
for the
even win the
Bundesliga.
Champions League with them.
So
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense. This makes sense now, right?
Yes.
Because
I've
City
been
have all
arguing
these
this for
City
forever,
have all
yes.
these problems, right, with all these charges. So surely their that checkbook is closed for now, because they're probably they've made so many breaches. They've been doing all these dodgy dealings to buy players. However, that checkbook's closed. Now Pep can't get the players that he needs, and it's falling apart.
And we're seeing him exposed for what he really is.
Yeah.
Well, we would know by come the end of the January transfer window, we will know if that 115, 130 charges are really for real.
And I'll put it to you this way: the only manager who you should be comparing Pep with, and this is gonna be controversial, is Zinedine Zidane right now.
Why?
Because they've only done it at clubs who are already established and had unlimited funds to do what they wanted with. Let them go for another club and build it out from scratch and see what happens.
Pep won't take that. Pep won't take that job, man.
I mean, Ken, would you agree? Would you agree or disagree with that?
No, I agree. Yeah. No, I agree. Definitely. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh man.
So should we talk about Rashford and Garnacho then? Yeah, I think
we already did.
You missed it. You missed that.
Yeah, you missed it.
Where is K?
But actually, no.
Where is K?
K's working on the Rashford PR team at the moment.
But
K's doing some reports for the Rashford PR team. So he couldn't be with us today.
Guys, do you know what K did? You know what? Rashford posted on Instagram saying, "Yes, get in there, love it, guys." On Instagram, K liked it. He liked that. Because I'm friends with K, right? I think K liked the post.
My God.
He's a big, huge Rashford fan. You know. I don't know
Ken, but you'll agree with this right now. Tell me that the British media was not up until the penalty was up there writing the articles up. Man United probably would have won this if they had Rashford and Garnacho in it.
Yeah.
You know the whole highlights.
They
were ready.
Of course, yeah.
They were ready.
Of course, definitely.
Yo.
So happy.
Listen.
So happy for Amorim. Yeah.
Do you guys think? Go on, Joe. I was going to ask you while Tim is there as well. Do you think there's any leaks from Rashford?
Okay, so let's go ahead and before we start the conversation, we need to put out. Your phone? Oh shit! Let me try. Is it good now?
Yeah.
Okay, so just off the bat with Rashford, right? Before we even start that conversation, right? We need to establish what we think happened and what is actually out there, right? Like, was there an official statement as to, like, has anybody been interviewed that's part of leadership, part of coaching, that has explained why Rashford and Garnacho is not?
Amorim, it has to do with the leaks. It has to do with the league lineups.
Amorim said they weren't training well.
Yeah.
Amorim basically
said they wasn't training well.
Yeah, he did the Sancho.
No. He said they trained well. He said they trained well, but I take notice. I pay attention to everything. The way you he said the way you dress.
Yeah.
He mentioned the way they dress, the way he said what you eat, the food you eat, the way you dress, and then he said something else too before that. But it's not. He's clearly sending a message, and obviously yes, their form, the way they've been playing definitely accounts to it. But I think there's a lot to it. I think this leak issue may have something to do with it. I think they might be.
The thing is,
Amorim
did say that we try to evaluate everything, including training performance, game performances, engagement with teammates, pushing their teammates up, and everything is on the line when you analyze and try to choose the players. It is my selection. It's an evaluation.
It's an evaluation, the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That answers your
now,
question.
Garnacho is a younger player who could still be molded. Rashford
Yes.
is 27, 28. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I think Garnacho, we can still save him.
Leopard can't lose his spots either.
Yeah, but he's still
Yeah,
young.
but remember,
You can still mold him.
Garnacho had a problem with Ten Hag. Remember, when Ten Hag first came, I
He
think
did. Yes, he
his
did.
first full season, he turned up late to pre-season,
Yeah,
and Ten Hag dropped him for a few games. And even Bruno came out and said, "Yeah, we know he's talented, but he needs to fix up his attitude and things like that." Even Bruno said it under Ten Hag. So this is a repeating, thing that's been going on at United. So, yeah.
You know when he got substituted last weekend, he signed for a prop at the. Yeah, he was, getting.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being that young at this club and playing like
That
shit
tells-
and still feeling that it is your right to stay in this lineup? This is insane, man. What is? I don't understand. I've never seen a team just like mentally, the culture in this team is so
terrible.
We are in hell. As far the standards is in hell, bro.
I think that
standards is in
tells
hell.
you. I think that tells you the player power at this club, man. I think that's what that tells you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So are you guys still with Rashford to stay for the end of the season, or you want to sell him in January?
Sell him in January.
Yeah, let the guy go, man. Let the guy go.
So there was some news, I think about a week ago, saying that they are listening to offers around 40 million for Rashford.
Yes.
So that's been already put
Yeah,
out
so
there.
I'll take it.
So it seems
the way
like
that
things
I
are
look
being
at this-
staged
I'll take it.
Slowly. Yes.
The way I look at it is the sooner that he's out of the club, the sooner his wages are freed up, the sooner that his transfer fee goes towards FFP, which then allows us more funds to sign other players who actually want to play here.
Yep.
They mentioned something about freeing up critical FFP points.
Yeah.
Because apparently he uses a lot of them because of his salary.
But he's also pure profit for us because he's a
Yeah,
pure
casual.
profit. That's true. Yeah.
There
So
was
there's definitely a great case to sell him on.
I was reading somewhere where they said he's having a lot of off-field distractions, a few issues. I mean, what issues does he have that is really affect his football? Is it that serious?
Well, the problem that I have that I
Enough for
have with Marcus
325K.
Rashford, which I'm starting to have with Alejandro Garnacho as well, is these players, they only surround themselves around yes men.
True. Yeah, very correct.
They need some proper mentors. I've heard that former players have tried to do it. Like I think Cristiano tried it, and he said these players just think they know it all. I mean, if you're not going to take advice from Cristiano, who are you going to take advice from?
And guess what? Cristiano is going to be loving Amorim, man. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, of course.
He's
He
going to be a
calls him
big
a
fan
poet,
of
doesn't
Amorim.
he?
A poet, yeah.
He called him a poet, saying he's really
for real?
good.
That's
that's
what
what he calls
Cristiano
him.
Ronaldo said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because when
Yeah.
Amorim was playing with Ronaldo, he I think during
the national team.
half time, national team half term interval, he would come and give a speech, and people were like, "Wow, where did this guy come up with his speech?"
Wait, Vim. Vim, can you send me the was that an interview or was that something?
Sky Sports,
It was quoted as saying he calls him a poet. Yeah,
please.
I'll find it.
I think he said that on Real's 5. I think he said that on Real's 5.
But going back to the point right now, these players need to have some proper mentors. Garnacho is still young, so yes, he can still be molded. Rashford's 27.
Yeah.
The other part of this as well
Your boy
is it's kind of like diminishing returns. So his value is only going to go down from here because I don't see him getting any better. So cash in while you can now. You should have cashed in when PSG offered that 100 million or whatever. So that would have been the best time to do it. But
do you think that's a serious offer though? That 100 million for Rashford? I can't imagine PSG wanting to pay that kind of money for him.
I think it was just over. I think that price was exaggerated.
Okay, so that's 100 million. So let's say the actual number was 80. I would have answered that call.
Yeah, but do you think it was a serious offer?
No, I think that was just before he signed the contract, wasn't it? His agent was using that to negotiate with United. Right. That's what happened.
Exactly. But now that we know where the situation is, I honestly think a lot of Rashford fans still really, because I was looking through a lot of polls this weekend.
Like Kay.
Still a lot of people like Kay who still believe Rashford needs to be given more time. I like, how much time do you need?
My man.
Or Michael Richards. Michael Richards was backing him up full time, like seriously backing him up this evening. when Gary
Are you
Neville
serious?
backing up
Yeah.
Rashford.
Wow,
Is
for
he
real.
is he still
No.
does he still have
It's this
PG
British
over
thing.
his
It's
overhead
this
kick?
Britishness. It's
Nah,
what
the
it's
It's
something to do with this
guys'
British
fault.
Imagine,
culture.
so
imagine us,
biased, man.
imagine us listening to Michael Richards about
Mm.
about things about our fucking club. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get
They're
his
so
ass out of here. What
biased.
the fuck is?
And you know what, right?
What the fuck is Michael Richards, bro?
That guy don't know shit.
And we're not gonna get Joe. We're not gonna get a
I've been
PG
so
rating for the show
consistent.
now.
I've been so
What?
consistent about Rashford,
I
man.
said
I've
we're not
been
gonna
so
get a PG
consistent.
rating for the show now. With all that.
Nah, man, no today. No PG today. I'm sorry. After what just transpired today, bro.
So
Nah.
so is
The
Rashford?
poets.
Does anyone think Rashford is coming back into the team in our next game? Think Rashford will be back in our next match? Guys, do you think?
Oh gosh.
So I think that all depends on him and how he trains.
Mm.
See?
It's the same thing for Garnacho as well. Because you send the message now, it happened, and you
I
say
don't
you have
think
one of two
Rash-
choices. You
yeah.
could either step up from here, or you can
That's what
continue
Gary
sulking,
Neville was
and
saying.
this
That's
is what will
exactly
happen.
what
Yeah.
Gary Neville was saying.
But
That's
you see,
what
this
Gary
is
Neville was saying.
this is where it gets
all on him.
complicated.
It's all on him.
Yeah, but this
Rashford did
is where
send
it
a
gets
question.
complicated, right? Because if someone has leaked the team 24 hours in advance, right, to other teams or
It's
publicly,
Rashford, man.
that's actually that's a serious offense.
It
That's a
is.
sackable
If
offense.
If you have
That's
It's
exclusive,
Rashford.
So
Bro,
what
you
is,
should
I'll
be
tell
able
you
to
guys
take
one thing,
wages
right?
from him.
I'll
if you
tell
have
you guys
so
one
what's the
conclusive
thing.
benefit
evidence
of
that
leak?
it
What's
was
the
him,
benefits
then
of
by all means
leaking?
he's
What's the
gone.
benefit of leaking?
I'll tell you
What's
guys.
the benefits of leaking the game?
You guys
Leaking
need
the
to.
team.
I'll tell you one
Why?
thing.
What's the
Keep
what's the
an eye.
benefit from that?
Sorry, guys. One
Keep an eye
person
on
is
both
sorry.
Rashford.
Yes.
Keep an eye on both Rashford and Garnacho playing, having being involved in the game on Thursday. Just keep an
Yes.
eye on that. If them players are not part of the game or they're on the bench, if they're not part of the game on Thursday, I guarantee you that's the leak.
Yeah, I think
That's
you're right
all.
there. I think you're right there. So Tim, you asked a question about what is the purpose of leaking the team 24
Well,
hours in
leaking,
advance.
what are the players going to benefit by leaking their own team's lineup? I don't
Nothing.
get it.
Okay.
Nothing.
No,
Money.
It's
I think
traitorous
next
my answer to
behavior.
that.
It's
Let me
traitorous
know.
behavior.
It is.
My answer to that is they only are with team themselves. We have known that this team has a selfish trait in them, right? We see them on the pitch. There's no reason to think we won't see it off the pitch. These guys are selfish. These guys are frauds.
So Tim, I'll answer you because I said it before. The reason why the players would leak it is so that way they have a quid pro quo relationship with the media, where the media will basically say, "You give us this information, we won't publish negative stories about you, so you continue to look good in the limelight."
Team, why would you do that?
Yes,
It's like
because it's selfishness.
Yeah,
Because
but
selfishness.
who has more of a reason to have this quid pro quo with the media? Who's going to get criticized more?
Rashford.
Rashford's got more to lose if the media presents him negatively. So it could be Rashford, yeah.
And people have been sucking on Rashford for the past 10 years or whatever. No. Mancunian,
that's a Judas right there.
This is Judas.
That's Brutus.
Yeah, I've never liked. I mean, yeah, he's a good player, but I've never considered him as a top player, man. I've been consistent with this guy. I've been consistent with him. Never rated him.
I would say he can still be a top player if he changes his game, but he's never reached world class to me.
He's not. He's too old to change. He can't change. If he was Garnacho's age, then I would say yeah, he can change. But he's at 27. You're like you are who you are. You can't change. Bruno is not going to change.
We're still waiting for Jesse Lingard to grow up and play into the player we knew he was, right?
Exactly.
Right. Same thing with Rashford.
Exactly.
Jesse Lingard is a Korean pop star. Let's not even forget.
I have a quick question. Will anyone take Pogba back on a free?
No.
Too much baggage.
No.
Even in this new Amarin, no.
It's not. Tim, it's not. Tim, it's not about. Tim, it's not about the football capability. It's the baggage he comes with. You know.
Weren't we just talking about selfishness and clearing out all this out of the dressing room?
He might be a changed man. He might have changed.
I don't care.
This
Scored, he burned the bridge twice. He burned it twice.
Tim, this question is on the same level as you asking, is Luke Shaw playing earlier on the day?
Yeah,
that's the same level. Is Luke Shaw playing? Tim asked me today, hey, is Luke Shaw playing? I was like, what kind of question is that?
Tim, you would never ask that
you
question.
You have to ask the
if
question:
sober.
is he playing PlayStation or is he playing
Where
football?
are we?
Tim, you would never ask that question if you were sober, right?
Yeah, Mason Mount, he got injured
I
again.
didn't
Wait, Devin.
He
Tim
had 3
doesn't
cups of
drink.
water.
This is him on orange juice, bro.
Yeah.
Tim
It's
Did
orange
you
juice.
slip something into his orange
Tim
juice?
drank. Oh my God! Hold your fucking
Yeah.
hats.
Orange
Did you put any
juice
vodka in his orange
Orange
juice?
on OJ.
Spiked glass of orange juice.
Spiked, spiked Tim's drink.
Guys, where are we with Mason Mount now? Where are we with Mason Mount?
Mason
go,
Mount is
man.
going down.
More
Mason Mount
baggage.
is a player who I actually feel bad for.
I feel bad.
I-
For him. Yeah,
because he
needs
Apparently,
to
he was in
go.
tears. He was
Well,
in tears.
he's actually trying. He wants to be there. It's not
Yeah.
like he's playing injury and all of a sudden shows up fit for an international tournament.
Like,
No, he
sure.
actually wants to be there and is
Yeah.
playing. And what I keep on telling people this now is, it kind of feels like Mason Mount is our new Phil Jones.
Oh dear.
Shaw. Hey man, Luke Shaw.
And I really feel bad for Mount. But if
Can he get?
I don't think we can move him on. I don't think we can move him
No,
on.
I can't.
No,
we need to take that number shirt off him. Change the number. Maybe that will ease his pain. Maybe it's too heavy for him.
That
Might
will
just
be.
give him another number.
Yeah.
What? So
yeah,
like a Valencia 2.0 then?
I mean, Michael Owen was. Remember, Michael Owen was always injured. The number 7 shirt when he came, always injured. He barely played a low against for United. He actually scored the winner against City once in a derby. But other than that, Michael Owen was always injured.
The last great 7 that we had. Well, actually, would you guys count Cavani
Was Ronaldo
as a good 7?
Well, he was.
Cavani.
He was still injured. Now Cavani was better than Mount. Cavani was
you're talking about
He's certainly better than Mount.
Yeah. It was better than Mount.
I mean,
it was better
to
than
talk
Sanchez.
about him. Yeah, to talk about a Man United player, Cavani was far better as a United player than
I'm saying we're saying as number 7 because we all know
number
7 was Cristiano. We all know that.
He just wanted.
Next one after
He
that,
just always
maybe
wanted to
Cavani.
go to.
No. The
Cavani always
one
just
after
wanted
that
to.
will be Cavani. Cavani will be after Ronaldo. Yeah, definitely.
Cavani's issue was he always wanted to go home for treatment, go to Uruguay for treatment, and the club.
That's because our physio team was trash, man. Come on.
Yeah, we have a track record of that one. So I absolutely agree.
We're back to getting rained on here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So shall we do? Shall we go to question time, or is there anything else?
Yeah. Question time. Yeah.
Are we going to beat Spurs on Thursday now?
No.
Spurs
just
5-0.
demolished.
Well, they just beat.
That's the Carabao Cup, right?
Yeah.
No, where's the match? Where's the match?
Thursday.
Where's the match?
It's at White Hart Lane.
Where? What day? Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
White Hart Lane.
No. You know what? No. I take that back. We lost them already, right?
The league 3-0.
No, I say. I predict. Oh, this is tough, man. I predict a win.
I agree.
I think we can.
I agree.
Final Carabao Cup, right?
Because
I agree.
Spurs are struggling at the moment. Didn't they lose to Chelsea during the week?
Yeah, they haven't won a game since they beat City. You know,
Oh, they won
What
today.
do you mean?
Though.
They just demolished Southampton.
5-0.
Yeah.
But the thing about Spurs is they're more vulnerable after a big win. Remember they beat City 4-0 and then lost to Ipswich.
yeah,
Exactly my point.
Actually, guys, look at who Spurs play next.
Who they go?
us.
No, after us.
Who they go?
Liverpool. Is it Liverpool?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So they're going to rotate. They're going to rotate for.
We might have to rotate for that game.
Yes.
Another question. Can United kick off from here? You guys think after this momentous win
Yes.
today?
I think so.
Definitely.
I think this is it. This is the start the team needed. Yeah.
Guys, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. I agree.
Let's see a couple of games.
It's possible. It's possible.
Beating City at their ground.
Michael Jackson moves here. We're all happy. Some people are getting vibes on orange juice. I know. Let's calm down. we know our team. We know United. We know what's happening next game.
Yeah, true.
Let's reserve this question until after a few more games.
Yeah,
I agree.
No. What we're saying, Bems, it's not that we're going to go on a winning run and win 10 games in a row. No, what we're saying is we'll start to see some momentum where maybe we'll win and then we'll draw, but I don't think we'll do win, loss, win, loss, 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 win, win. No, it won't be. It won't be fluctuating like that. You will get consistent performances and maybe one or two draws, a single defeat, something like that. It won't be. Yeah,
and I'll tell you my response to that is let's get back down to earth. Yeah, because we've been down this so many times. I would reserve, in my opinion,
seeing is believing.
I'll reserve it
Let's see what happens.
till like a couple games, in my opinion. But you can obviously you can make your own opinion.
I mean, it all comes down to belief. It all comes down to belief, right? It's you know, if you want a team to play well every single game, you've got to instill belief in them. You can't have
100%.
doubt. If you have too much self-doubt, and it comes from the manager or from the other players, and that can breed. It's kind of like a negative environment. You've always got to have the positive belief that you can win every game. And beating City at their ground is going to give you belief that you can go and turn this around when we look like the weaker team for most of the game.
Babs,
So
you know one
great belief.
Yeah.
And
Babs,
trust as well. Trust for
Trust as well,
Yeah, the difference between how our team was before and what we are now is now we have Amram.
Yeah.
I believe in Amram. I believe in Amram.
Me too.
Same.
I believe in him.
I will say this, right? And like every single move that he's made so far has been correct.
Yeah, it's been spot on.
I mean, now with that being said, I said the same thing about Ten Hag as well. I just have to put that caveat in there.
But you can't always be right, David.
But what I'm saying is he's doing all the right calls. And what I trust with him,
I've got a question.
What I trust with Amarim is he's not afraid to drop the player if they're not performing up to standards. Ten Hag would not do that. So there's a big difference right there.
You want to come in? You have a question?
Yeah. Can Chelsea win this league title? Are we looking at Chelsea winning this league title?
My second team. Yes.
Wait.
Chelsea won. They beat Southampton.
Chelsea's your second team.
I'm curious when Chelsea
got a second team.
Kenny, do you have a Chelsea top?
No, only
Chelsea
because
top.
Okay, let me explain that. It's just because I don't want
Chelsea
Liverpool.
top.
He's got a Chelsea tramp stamp.
Mate, guys, I do not want Chelsea or Liverpool or Arsenal to win the league. If I have to win, or Man City. So
okay, I'll take Chelsea. I'll take Chelsea.
New manager, new title. Come on, bro.
I'll take Chelsea, bro.
That's an insult.
Not like
it's not.
The guy just came from a new country, just win the Premier League, just like that.
Ken, you know how Arsenal is with you guys in London? That's what Chelsea's like with us in the US.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I see. You got a lot of Chelsea.
Yeah, a bunch of bastards out here.
Yes.
A bunch of fucking bastards.
Okay, so what's worse? Liverpool
win the league title.
Oh, you guys would like. Okay, you'd
rather Liverpool's worse. I'll take Arsenal so they can have their one title in 20 years.
Thank you, Devin. Thank you, brother.
Go on holiday for a little bit or something.
Arsenal are done. They're not winning the league.
This is the 20th anniversary. If they win, it'll be the 20 years since they won the last.
We thrashed Everton 4-0, and they can score a goal against them.
It's exactly my point.
And then they
every time Liverpool fumble, every time Liverpool fumble, they don't take the opportunity. It's like I think after these last two league title challenges that they failed, I think psychologically, I think they're mentally drained. I think that's what it is.
Arsenal
I think they're just mentally drained.
Arsenal would never win the league under Arteta, man.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wow, that'd be a shame.
It's going to be like Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers, right? They get really close, but they can't get over the line.
That's a good analogy. Yeah,
that's a true analogy. Yeah, they were always close, but never taking over down when they had Suarez, Sterling, and
it takes
who's the other guy?
Henderson.
It takes cojones. Yeah. It takes some strong cojones to win the league, man.
Yeah, if you don't have Klopp as well. Remember, Klopp was runner up, and then the season that actually won it, they absolutely.
They were on fire. They were on fire.
And then the second season, they died because they gave the players were running like mad dogs. Yeah, literally. So I think
they got injury issues. They had injury issues too.
Yeah, exactly. So,
any other questions, people?
Any other questions?
We are about to check out because man.
All right.
Cool. I'm gonna drop out. Guys, thank you very much. Glory.
Thanks, guys. Man United. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas, dude.
Oh, wait, we have another match before Christmas. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hold on, this is Christmas.
This is Christmas.
I'm not going. No.
Christmas.
Let's discuss this. All right. All right,
Jingle
fellas.
bell, jingle bell, jingle all the
Ben,
way.
Ben,
Oh, what fun
Ben,
it is to see
Ben,
United win
okay,
away.
you can cut this
Yeah.
off later, or maybe Tim can edit it out later. Once you hit end, you have to let